Hello friends, this is Sawan Kumar here, and today's session I would like to start with a small story. A story of a teacher and a student. A small kid and a teacher. Now the teacher gave that kid, that student of her, one apple and then one more apple and then one more apple, and then asked the student, the kid, how many apples does he have? The student replied, 4. The teacher got surprised. She asked him again, if I give you one apple and one more apple and one more apple, how many apples would you have? The kid once again replied, 4. The teacher got surprised and once again asked him, if I give you one apple and one more apple, how many apples would you have? He once again replied of the 4. The teacher thought to change the question a bit. So this time the teacher asked, if I give you one orange and one more orange, how many oranges would you have? The student said, 3 oranges. Now the teacher was like going crazy. She once again asked, if I give you one apple and one more apple, how many apples would you have? The child said, 4 apples again. And then the teacher again asked, irritated this time, if I give you one orange and one more orange, how many oranges would you have? The child replied, 3 oranges. This time the teacher was now going crazy. And now she asks the child, why are you doing this? When I ask you for oranges, if I give you one orange and one more orange, you give me the right answer that you would have 4 oranges. But when I ask the same question to you for apples, if I give you one apple and one more apple, how many apples would you have? You are saying 4. Where is this 4th apple coming from? He says, ma'am, I have the 4th apple in my bag. And you asked me how many apples would I have. So, what exactly do we understand from the story? It says us that nobody was wrong here. Neither the student nor the teacher. Nobody was wrong here. Nobody had committed a mistake. There was no error over here. The child was right because he would have had 4 apples after the teacher gave him 3 apples, but 3 oranges after the teacher gave him 3 oranges. So he was absolutely right. But from the teacher's perspective, he was wrong. So I would say the same about our lives. Nobody is ever wrong. The only thing is wrong is how we see that particular thing. Nobody is doing a mistake. Nobody absolutely is wrong. He is relatively wrong. For us, something might be wrong, but at the same time, that might be right for that other person. Because of the circumstances he was in, because of the situation he was in, because of the things that he had to do, was for the reasons that he did, and so on. So, mistakes and errors are extremely circumstantial and relative. They are never absolute. So if you have committed certain mistakes, if you have done some errors, if you have had some problems in your life, then you do not have to see it as the end of your life. Then you do not have to see it as something that cannot be corrected, as something that cannot be improved further. Only the people who are ready to make new mistakes every day, only those people who are fine with making new errors every day, learn from the past, go ahead to the future, commit new errors, make new mistakes, and then again go ahead, and that is what makes them successful. No scientists, no innovator, no innovation, no new thing has come into existence without infinite number of mistakes. The light bulb, it took Thomas Edison more than 10,000 mistakes, you can say, to come to the right thing. It took about 16 years for Wright brothers to give us the right aeroplane. So nobody is right the first time, and nobody is wrong ever. It is only the relative thing that we see, how we see things as are wrong or right. So do not think of mistakes as mistakes, do not think of errors as errors. See how they are, work on them, improve on them, and make yourself a better person tomorrow. That is what our focus has to be on. We have to improve ourselves every single day. We have to learn from the mistakes that we have done today. We have to make sure that we are not repeating the same mistakes every single day. And that is all. That is absolutely all. Error, to commit a mistake is absolutely human. If you are making errors, if you are doing mistakes, means you are trying to do something new, means you are trying to get out of your comfort zone, means you are learning something new. And when you are learning something new, when you are trying something new, when you are taking risks, you are bound to make mistakes, because you are doing something that has not been done before. You are trying to do something that you have never done before. You are trying to do something that you have never been taught about. You are doing something that your neighbors or your family members have never done before, have never tried before, and you are bound to make mistakes. You will be making mistakes, but making mistakes is absolutely fine as long as you are learning from them. And the next day is a better day. Next day is a new mistake, a better mistake that you do, and you are learning better things the next day. So if you are not making mistakes, you are not living. That is what we say. If you are not making mistakes, you are not living. If the graph of your life is not like this, you are not living. So make sure if you have gotten into a comfort zone, if you are not having any problems in your life, if you are not committing any new mistakes in your life, go and ask God, oh God, please send problems for me. Do you not trust me anymore? Have you left, or do you not trust me enough to send problems for me? Please send problems for me. I will fight with them, I will take care of them, and I will come out to be a better person next time. I promise you, God, please send the problems for me. Please send new things to me. I will do those. I will commit mistakes, I will commit errors, but I will make sure that I come out to be a better person next time. Have a wonderful and a great evening. Bye-bye.